All right, glad to see you again, Mr. B, Mr. B. So today we're gonna do a second day for combining like terms, and we're gonna go over two rules, two simple rules that tells us which things are like each other in algebra. What makes them like each other, and I can combine them together into one thing, okay? So I'm gonna go over those two rules quickly. So rule one, which is the most important one, I'll write it here. Rule one, if I have two things that have the same variable, meaning the letter X, Y, A, B, same variable, and same exponent. Same variable and the same exponent, I can group them together. I can combine them together. I'll give you an example. A with an exponent of 2 can be combined with another A with an exponent of 2. So this here, I can combine them together because they are like each other, like terms, okay? So if I have A and another A with the same exponent, I could write it as, how many do I have? Two of them, 2A with the 2 on top. So these two are like terms because they satisfy rule one, which is the same variable, A, same exponent, 2, okay? If I have A with the 2 on top and A with nothing on top, these two are not like terms because they don't satisfy the second part of the rule. So let's look at the first part. Do they have the same variable, A? That's good. Do they have the same exponent? Here is a 2. Here there's nothing. In math, when there's nothing, there is a 1. We normally don't write it, but that's A with an exponent 1. So these two are not like terms. I can write them as 2A to the 2 like I did here. So what can you do to them? Nothing. If I'm adding them, it's going to stay exactly like that. Nothing's going to happen. You can't group them together, okay? Let's do another example. If I have, let's say, X with the 2 on top and a Y with the 2 on top, these are not like terms. Why are they not like term? Yes, they have the exponent 2 and 2, but the variable is not the same. Here is X, here is Y. I can't group them together. So if I have them like this as an expression, it stays like that. You cannot combine them together, okay? So we understand rule one. It has to be the same letter, we call it variable, and the same exponent, the number on top. If there is no number on top, we know it as a 1. Okay, so that's rule one. Write that on your notes. It's so important. Let me tell you the second rule. Second rule is easy because you've been doing it all your life. So rule two says you can combine numbers together. What? I can do that? Yes. You've been doing it all your life. 4 plus 7. 4 is a number, 7 is a number. You can combine them. And 4 plus 7 is 11. Okay? 4 is a number, 7 is a number. Those can be combined together. Okay? There's only one little trick for rule number 2, which is if you have, for example, 4x plus 7, 4 is a number. I'm sorry, 7 is a number, 4 is not. This 4 here is attached to the variable. We call it a coefficient. Hopefully you remember that. So the 4 is attached to the variable. You can combine the 4 and the 7. Okay, so this rule is only for numbers that are alone with no variable. So you can't go 4 plus 7 is 11 and you write the x. That is absolutely not allowed in algebra. Okay, so try to remember these two rules. So let's do an example. I'm going to show you how to simplify this expression coming up, which is 12x minus 10x plus 4 minus 2x, okay? So The rule we use a lot is just rule 1. I'll write it here again. Same variable, same letter, same exponent. If that is true, I can combine them, okay? So I'm gonna look here. The variables on all of these is x, 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 x. They all have the same variable. Check. Do they have all the same exponent? What is no number on top of the x? We know that as 1, 1, 1, 1. So they all have 1. I'll write it bigger. So 12x, nothing there means is a 1. 10x, nothing there is a 1. 4x, nothing there is a 1. Minus 2x, nothing there is a 1. Okay, so let's look how we combine them. Now that we know they are all like terms because they all have the same variable and the same exponent, how do I combine them? How do I put them together? I count them as 1. Okay, so the way we do it is, get rid of this rule, most important rule in life, is we write, how do we combine them? We write the variable and the exponent. Nothing happens to that. Here, x to the 1, x to the 1, x to the 1, x to the 1. We're gonna write that. What's gonna get combined is the numbers next to them. We call that the coefficient. That's what's gonna get combined, okay? So we're gonna combine the coefficient here, the 12. The coefficient here is minus 10. The coefficient here is plus 4. And the coefficient here is minus 2. Okay, so you can write a big, nice parentheses to the right of the x. And you have 12 minus 10 plus 4 minus 2. And that's what gets combined, okay? And you do them. 12 minus 10 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So this is going to give you 4x to the 1. Or you just write it as 4x. We don't write that 1 on the top, okay? So how do we combine like terms? The rule says same variable with the same number on top, exponent, okay? You can combine them. All right, so do the next one, number 2. Let me pause the video, or you pause the video and do number 2. Let me just erase everything here. So go ahead, pause the video, do number 2, see what you get. All right, so let's do it together. Let me identify like terms, okay? So I have the first one is n with the 2 on top, okay? Let me put it, box it in green. Do I have another n with the 2 on top? It has to be the same variable, n and exponent 2. Nope, I don't have any. It doesn't have any friends, so I'm gonna move on. Let me get my... So that one has no friends. Next one, n with 1 on top. There's nothing here, it means it's a 1. Do we have any 1 just like it? Yes, we do. So please, when you box it, box the sign to the left. It's going to tell you if it's positive or negative. So that's a plus 13n to the 1 power. Here's another one. These two are friends because it's the same variable, same exponent. That's the rule. So n, 1, 1, those two are friends. And then I have a plus 4, which is just a number all by itself, and plus 9. These two are like terms because they are just numbers. So the first one, we're just gonna write it the way it is because it doesn't have any friends. So 5, and with the 2 on top, it doesn't have anything I could combine it with, okay? I don't have n with the 2 on top anywhere else except that one. So it doesn't have any friends. Stays exactly the way it is. So let's do the other one. We have plus 13n, take the sign to the left, minus 7n. These two I can combine together. You box them just like this. Tells you this one is positive, that's what the other one is negative, okay? So this just says 13n minus 7n. A rule says keep the variable with the exponent. Here is a 1, 1. Keep that, nothing happens to that. What gets combined, what do you put together is the numbers next to that, which we call the coefficients. So you got 13 minus 7. And 13 minus 7 is going to give you 6, right? And the variable and the exponent, nothing happens to that. So it's plus 6. So we put plus 6 and to the 1. The 1 on top, we write it, we don't write it, doesn't matter. Okay, so we did that. So now let's look at the last thing we have to combine is the numbers by themselves. We call them constant. If you hear that word constant, it means a number that never changes. So we have plus 4 and plus 9. So what's 4 plus 9? That's 13. So this is plus 13, okay? And if you got that, you should do the dance. I know how to combine like terms, okay? All right, you could do the next 2 questions for practice. And I'll see you in next video. We're gonna do more expressions and equations, okay? So this is day 3 from expressions, okay? All right, until next video, have a great day and enjoy this fun math stuff that we're doing here, okay? All right.